Welcome back to the Learning Studio. This is the Biological Sciences series, and today we're diving into one of the most fascinating and mysterious biological entities viruses, how they are structured, and how they replicate. If you missed our last lecture on bacterial structure, genetics, and antibiotic resistance, you'll find the full playlist linked in the description below. Here's a thought: are viruses alive or not? They can't grow, metabolize, or reproduce on their own, yet they've shaped the history of life on Earth and continue to drive global health challenges. To answer that question, we first need to understand their structure and life cycle. Viruses are incredibly small, much smaller than bacteria, and have a simple structure. Most contain genetic material, DNA or RNA, single-stranded or double-stranded, linear or circular. Capsid, a protein shell that protects the genetic material. Envelope, in some viruses, a lipid membrane stolen from the host cell containing viral proteins for attachment. These building blocks make viruses highly efficient. With just a handful of genes, they can hijack entire cellular systems. Examples: non-enveloped viruses like poliovirus and adenovirus are tougher and more resistant in the environment. Enveloped viruses like influenza, HIV, and coronaviruses rely on their lipid membranes, but are often more fragile outside a host. Virus replication, the general cycle. Viruses don't reproduce by themselves. Instead, they infect host cells and use them as factories. The general steps include attachment. Virus binds to specific receptors on the host cell. Example, SARS-CoV-2 binds to ACE2 receptors in human cells. Entry. The virus enters the cell, either by fusing with the membrane or through endocytosis. Uncoating. The viral capsid breaks down, releasing genetic material into the host cell. Replication and transcription. The host's machinery copies viral DNA or RNA. Translation. Viral proteins are produced by host ribosomes. Assembly. New viral particles are put together inside the cell. Release. Viruses exit the host cell, either by lysis, bursting the cell, or budding, gradual release, as in HIV. Different replication strategies. Not all viruses replicate in the same way. DNA viruses, like herpes virus, often use the host's DNA polymerase in the nucleus. RNA viruses, like influenza, use viral RNA-dependent RNA polymerase, since host cells don't have this enzyme. Retroviruses, like HIV, use reverse transcriptase to turn RNA into DNA, which is then integrated into the host genome. Bacteriophages, viruses of bacteria, may undergo Lytic cycle, rapidly replicating and killing the host cell. Lysogenic cycle, integrating into the bacterial genome and staying dormant until triggered. This diversity explains why some viral infections are acute, like flu, some are chronic, like hepatitis, and others can stay hidden for years before reactivating. Why this matters in biotechnology and applied biology. In medicine, understanding replication helps design antiviral drugs, e.g., protease inhibitors for HIV. In biotechnology, modified viruses deliver genes in gene therapy and CRISPR editing. In evolutionary biology, viral remnants in human DNA reveal ancient infections that shaped our genome. Past, present, and future relevance. Past, smallpox, polio, and measles outbreaks shaped human history. Present, COVID-19 reminded us how quickly viruses can change the world. Future, advances in vaccines, antivirals, and synthetic biology will continue to reshape how we fight and even use viruses. Why watch this playlist? Playlist covers the most important topics in biological sciences, connecting molecular biology with real-world issues. Whether you're a student, teacher, or lifelong learner, these episodes give you the tools to understand life's smallest yet most powerful entities. So that's our exploration of virus structure and replication, how these tiny entities, neither fully alive nor fully dead, manage to hijack life itself. In our next lecture, we'll focus on emerging infectious diseases, from HIV to COVID-19, and see how viral evolution, human behavior, and global change collide to shape future pandemics. Welcome again to the Learning Studio. Don't forget to check the playlist link below and subscribe so you won't miss the upcoming episodes. Because once you understand viruses, you begin to see the invisible forces shaping our world.